Hello everybody, it is Thursday and that means the weekend's coming, and anybody who knows me and Larry knows that he has even a bigger sweet tooth than I do. Anyway, today is the first time that I am able to cook something or bake something both hands free, thanks to my son Kevin, who got me this wonderful suction cup thing that holds the phone so that I can do a video via the phone, and that way you can see what I'm doing and I have hands free to mix and tell you what I'm putting in and when and what. And then thanks to my friend Sandy, who suggested a chalkboard so that I can write down the ingredients for you. And trust me, they don't make chalkboards in chalk the way they used to when we were kids. So this was the best I was able to do. So today we're making gluten-free pound cake. And in that gluten-free pound cake, we have 1 cup butter, 1 cup sugar, 5 eggs, 2 cups almond flour, 1 tablespoon baking powder, the zest of 1 lemon, and 1 tablespoon vanilla. Okay? So you might want to write this down. Alright? Awesome. Anyway, everything should be at room temperature. I've also preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So let's get started. In the mixer right back here behind me, as you can see, I have my 2 sticks of butter at room temperature that I am just going to put into this mixer fit with the mixing attachment, the paddle attachment, as it were. Okay, and the other butter right there. Very sticky, very melty. Always have a towel handy. That's what I'm doing right now. Alright. And we're going to cream the butter and sugar. This is the 1 cup of, this is the 1 cup of sugar. Alright, now I want to talk to you guys about something. First of all, the flour that I'm using is almond flour, like I told you. And the sugar that I'm using is organic, unrefined sugar. You can use regular sugar, but I am using unrefined sugar. And when you see the two side by side, you can see that they are definitely different. The unrefined sugar is a little bit tan in color, off-white tan, where regular sugar is, as you know, very white. Okay? So I'm going to just cream that together. Pour it all in right there. Cream that together. So it looks really nice. I'm going to add my lemon zest. Okay. Let it get kind of fluffy, really happy in there, okay? So well combined, and then I cracked my eggs in here. There's 5 of them at room temperature that I'm going to add 1 egg at a time, okay? Lower the speed like that and drop 1 in at a time, making sure that it's going to get incorporated, okay? Just like that. Perfect. And now we're going to add the vanilla. Great. This is pretty good, huh? I can talk, show you what I'm doing all at the same time. This is my almond flour, okay? And I'm putting it in a separate bowl right here. And I'm going to put in the baking powder and just kind of fluff that together, okay? Surprisingly, there is no salt in this recipe. I was kind of surprised about that. And then I'm going to, first I'm noticing that it's kind of up against the sides. So I'm just going to run a spatula down the sides of the bowl right there. Much better. Alright, I'm going to add the flour and the baking powder a little bit at a time right there. Okay, perfect. Is this not great now? I just love it. Okay, I'm stopping it to run it and run my spatula along the sides again one more time just to make sure that everything is mixed in. Couple more times. Okay, perfect. I'm just taking the paddle attachment off, making sure to get every little bit off there. Also, if you're wondering in my videos, just in case you are, why they're not crisp and clear is because I have my phone on the setting where it's, you know, like I'm not taking the picture out, I'm taking the picture in so that I can see what you can see, and that way I can get everything into better focus, which is what we've been working towards ever since I started doing this, okay? In the meantime, I already, in a loaf pan, I sprayed it with cooking spray and sprinkled it with sugar, not flour. All right. And this is what it should look like. Perfect. And I'm just going to spoon it in here. This is the first time I'm trying any type of baking gluten-free. I've been reading a lot about how humans are actually omnivoric, and we're not really designed to eat grain. So, and that sounds to me, in my opinion, only logical, because grain makes our chickens and our cattle fat so that they can butcher them and we buy them in the market. Why wouldn't it make a human fat? So I'm trying this baking thing with other types of flours and stuff like that. So anyway, there you go. And I'm putting it in the oven where it's going to bake to start approximately 50 minutes, so I'm setting the timer. And we'll see everybody back in 50 minutes. All right, it is 50 minutes later, and the oven buzzer went off, my timer, and I inserted a very sharp knife. As a matter of fact, this one, I inserted that right smack dab in the middle and took it out, and it did come out clean, although you remember how much butter we put into this cake, so the knife does look buttery, but I suppose with gluten-free, because like I said, this is new to me, gluten-free baking, I'm gonna assume that it needed to look like that, but there was no batter on the knife. Okay, and this is what the cake looks like. Very hot, but it looks just like the picture. So, like I said, it's very hot and not very set. By the way, when I was cleaning up the dishes while it was baking, I did taste the batter. And because of the organic sugar that I used, the batter was a little gritty, just a little gritty, grittier than if you were to use your refined white sugar, okay? While this was baking, it smelled really good. I'm going to assume that that was the almonds. So anyway, we're going to try to get a piece out without totally killing it. Because like I said, it is hot still, but I want to try it to tell you how it tastes. Okay, this would be just a little bit too buttery for me. It's pretty dense. This is what that looks like. It's pretty dense and kind of oily. Now I'm going to assume that because it's still hot, that the butter has not had a chance to congeal upon cooling. So I'm going to assume that that is what the problem is. But we're going to taste that. I'm not convinced about this gluten-free stuff. Next, I want to try some lemon lavender cookies that are also made with almond flour, so we'll have to see. That'll be another video. It's very hot. I'm definitely able to taste the lemon. Problem with this, very rich because of that butter. And of course almonds are oily, so this is just a very different cake. But I would try it. It's very lemony. It's very good. I would definitely try it. I'm sure that when it's cooled off, it's going to taste different. As a matter of fact, I'm positive that it will. It's very rich, so you want just a very small slice. And I can so see this with a little vanilla ice cream or a little raspberry puree over it. Strawberries for strawberry shortcake. I can definitely see where this would be the base for those kinds of desserts. So, I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction. It's just different, but it is good. All right? Have fun.